again. May profits be upon you. I hope you're having a good weekend. Check this out. Pound USD. We're going to take a look at the RT money meter. What is the RT money meter? The RT money meter measures the rate of change in the currencies over a period of 15 weeks. And we can see, as you can see, the pound last week was ranked number 7 at minus 5.67. This week, ranked number 7, second to last. All right. And it's gotten worse. Minus 8.02. That is going in the wrong direction, right? It's going, it's losing strength, and it is on a downtrend. Meanwhile, the US dollar ranked at number 1 this week, as well as last week. Last week it was at 5.74. This week is at 8.45. We are matching the strong against the weak, and that's the way we want to do it, right? Now, what I want to bring your attention to as we start this breakdown is we are in a downtrend, right? Easy enough. We know that the pound is weak. All right, looking at this 2-week time frame here, all right, we can see that we're making lower lows and lower highs, right? All we want to see, all you want to look for is, are we breaking lows? Are we breaking structure? You know, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. We want to make sure that the highs are being maintained while the lows, those structural lows, are being broken. That's how we can determine whether we are in a downtrend or an uptrend. The last break of structure, we can see right about here, and we can see it on a lower level. We'll see some more breaks of structure on the lower level as well. We are definitely in a downtrend. I want to bring your attention to this point here. All right, you can see that price was on the upswing here, right? We broke the structure to the downside, broke that low to the downside, and we started making our way up here. All right, price turned around, made a higher low. How do we know it's a higher low? Because it made a higher high, breaking the previous high. All right, breaking the previous lower high, that structure point, before it made this low. We broke it to the upside. So this is when things turn bullish. All right, but the reason why I'm bringing your attention to this area here is because this is an important macro structure point of you know, it was a valid demand zone. All right, this was a valid demand zone. Why? Because it swept liquidity and it made a new high. Right, took out that structure point. It was a very valid one. We broke it. All right, when you start breaking demand zones, that means supply is in control. That means sellers are in control and buyers are not. All right, and we crashed through that thing. Here we are at another demand. The question becomes, are we going to do the same? All right, why do I have this circle? Reason why, because on the 2-week, you can see, look at the configuration. We have the down candle, right? You see this big rejection to the upside, right? And then we dithered here a little bit, all right? You know, collecting orders and whatnot is what market makers were doing, building orders, right? Accumulating, right? And you can see that it formed a bullish engulfer, all right? When I see bullish engulfers form, the first thing I want to look at is, are we going to come back and test this base candle of this bullish engulfer pattern, this candlestick formation? Sure enough, we come back, test the base candle, all right, and then up. What did we do? What we did was change character, all right? We went from well, it was bullish here, and then it went sideways, all right? And then you see we found support here. These are the things that catch my eye. When I see a bullish engulfer formation like this, bullish, bearish, bullish formation here, I'm looking for price to come back and test that base candle, because these are oftentimes aggressive, but they are valid entries. And you can see, if you would have took a buy there, you would have been in the money. Just bring your attention to it. Anyway, we're going to move on. Let's go to the, before I do that, matter of fact, I drew out the demand that we are in from this 2-week demand zone here, right? This is where price has found rejection here. That's why I wanted to know what is causing price to all this momentum coming down. We break the structure here, broke structure, broke that. This is a breakout to the downside. All right, keep that in mind. And we are in demand. All right, are we going to? We're looking at the reaction. Are we going to break through it? All right, we're looking at the reaction to this zone right now, going down to the daily. What do we see? We see that price action a little clear, much more clearly, right? We see that we did have a break of structure with these pullbacks here, and then a very bearish, a lot of momentum, a lot of volume, pushing price down to this demand zone. Okay. What do I expect? After a break of structure, what do you expect? A pullback, right? A return to impulse. Didn't happen here. Did it happen here? Yes, it did. Did it happen here? No, it didn't. What it did was it displaced. We have a displacement here, and we left a lot of imbalance. You know, prices are eventually going to come and fill and balance out, rebalance that imbalance that was left behind here. Okay. All right. Also, prices coming on down. We have this buy to sell wicks. Buy to sell wicks usually show a hidden demand, a hidden supply. All right. So I'm watching this area keenly. Let's go to the 4-hour. All right. If we go to the 4-hour, what I want you to see, remember this big this line I had drawn here, and what did it represent? It represented that break of structure here, right? An important break of structure, higher time frame structure. All right, I've extended that line because this is the breakout level that price broke. Well, price did break. All right, but we found ourselves coming down here to the demand zone, right? You can already see on the 4-hour, we have already formed a change of character on the 4-hour, right? The last candle that pulled back, that was not part of the down move, all right? This is the high of it before it made its lowest low, all right? Once you break that, that is demonstrating, hinting, indicating an early indication that price may be wanting to turn around to the upside, right? But what I need is a confirmation by a break of structure on the 4-hour. Once price breaks structure with a close above that structural point here, that structural high, for me, just so that you understand, this for me is a structure point. Yeah, we made it a low here and everything, but after that, it's just one leg for me. But this pullback here, low, lower, like so. All right, I'm sorry about these squiggly lines. You know how trading view is. All right, but this represents a break of structure for me because of this pullback. All right, when it's over 40 pips, 50 pips, that's a pullback. That's a what I call a legal pullback on this time frame, on the 4-hour time frame. All right, and if price breaks that time frame with a close, a break and a close. Right now, this is a sweep. When it's just a wick high, it's a sweep. It could come all the way down and break this low. All right. If price gives me a close above that, hey man, we're looking at a demonstration, a commitment from price that it wants to go higher. And I'll be looking for the return to impulse, excuse me, so that you don't get confused. I'll be looking for the break, a return to impulse, This is why I have this order block here, uh, you know, drawn out and highlighted rather. And I would be looking for a break to that breakout level. I would be looking for a retest of this breakout level somewhere in this region, and I believe it will be this zone of supply. And then we can take lows. Now, this I could see happening in one way or in one form or the other. Now, I want to make sure we make myself clear. All right. Before the FOMC, which is Wednesday, I believe there's a chance price will bring itself up here, retest the breakout level all the way across. All right. Mitigate this order block and give us a reason to take a short. All right. That would be pro trend. It would be with the trend. Okay. I'm looking for shorts in this bearish market. All right. Now, if price decides it wants to come down, I'll be looking right here for a reaction. That's it. All right. Do I want to take longs from here? No, not really. I want to see a break first, and then I'll be looking for a pullback or a return to impulse, and I will be looking for a good setup for a long. That's a confirmation entry. All right. Right now, I think taking longs from here would be too aggressive without confirmation. So it's just something that's on my radar. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. Right. So we'll see what happens if price just on the between Sunday and Monday, Sunday evening and Monday, and then Wednesday. We'll see what it does when it gets down here. Okay. I look for the same change of character on the 15-minute, a low, a low, a break of that swing high, and then a return to impulse so we can take it long. All right. I'll be looking for that on the 15-minute and lower here. Okay. But if price maneuvers itself before Wednesday to give a better price to the big boys, all right, the institutions up here for shorts, well, this is where I want to take my trade. This is where I will figure will be a higher probability trade because it will be with the trend. Got it? That's where I am looking. So you have those two scenarios. Okay. Look for the close. Look for the close above the structural point before you start thinking about taking longs. You know, if you want to be careful, if you want to be aggressive and it just starts to go down from here, well, keep an eye on this area here. If it gives you a change of character, take that change of character. If you know, and because there's probably a good chance that price will pop from here. All right, but I am looking at this low. Is it strong or is it weak? If it's weak, it'll be taken for liquidity, and we're going to make a new low. You understand? I think this market is going to go lower. It'd be better to trade this after FOMC on Wednesday, because that way we have a definite fix on what the market is going to do. All right, I'm expecting US dollar, the Fed to want to take more inflation measures against inflation, so it'll hike up. We're expecting hikes or whatever, but you never know, man. You never know how things are going to react. All right, so that'd be the more conservative approach to this. Okay, so that's where I'm looking. I'm looking to do this, or if it does this thing, I'm looking for this, then this. Sorry. For this, then this. We'll see how it works out. All right. I don't mind taking a buy to the sell. That I do not mind that, but it may just go up from here. So we don't know. You know, it might do. We don't know if it'll do one of these numbers from here, or it'll come down here and then go up. So we're gonna see how it opens. You know. I will see you in the next video. Hey, smash that like button for me. Hit the like button for me, man. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, make sure you subscribe so that you can catch the updates. You don't want to miss my updates. I always update my people. And do leave a comment if you see the market going the same way I do. If you have the same vision on the market and the same outlook. Okay. If you don't, I'd like to hear your views, and I like to see it from your vantage point. Okay. Check out the video that I have on your screen right now. This is another one for the upcoming week, another forecast for the upcoming week, and I will see you in the next video.